if you work one of those shifts. Well, new research adds yet another risk factor for shift workers. It could lead to more severe strokes in men.
Joining us on the Kogo News Live line is John Duncan, CEO of ViaScan, a company that specializes in the early detection of heart disease. And John, why would this hit men harder than women?
Well, it's probably related to hormonal differences. Men predominantly hormonally have testosterone. Women have estrogen. So it seems that the testosterone amplifies a lot of these disruptive events that is caused by the shift work.
I'm sorry, I was napping there. So if you work the night shift and let's say you've done it for years, I mean, is the damage done? Can you reverse it? Is there any way to do this shift and stay healthy?
Well, you know, the night shift is very disruptive to the body, and the body takes cues. It works on a 24-hour clock cycle, and the cues are light and darkness. So in the morning when the sun comes up, it causes a hormonal profile in us that causes us to be alert, increases your heart rate, increases your respiration, and so on. Whereas at night, at midnight, it's normally dark. The hormonal profile shifts, and the body wants to go in sleep mode. Well, in night shift workers, they're awake, and so it's exactly opposite. So it's very confusing to the body, and it leads to problems with metabolism. And so it's not surprising that night shift workers tend to be maybe a little bit overweight or obese compared to workers that work during the day. But again, there's a silver lining to everything. It doesn't mean that it's inevitable. It just means the night shift workers really need to pay close attention to what we've all been told all of our lives, to exercise regularly, eat healthy, and be at the right body weight.
Now, I want to go back to the men with the strokes, and you said that it's because of testosterone, but why is that? How does that relate to a stroke? Well,
hormonally, these hormones can cause a cascade of events downstream. The testosterone or hormonal profile can cause changes that are different in men for metabolizing cholesterol. If cholesterol and plaque builds up, that makes you more prone to either stroke or heart attack. But I would remind the listeners that heart attacks and strokes are the #1 cause of death in women as well as men. So it's not as simple as what one might look at.
Man, you know, for those who are trying to make their body clock work with a shift that is, you know, off the norm, is there a way to do that? I mean, just like regimenting your sleep or just trying to make it more healthy?
Yeah, it's really important that we get quality sleep. Everybody, the amount of sleep that we require is different for everybody. But the quality is really important. That means that when we're asleep, it really needs to be in a very dark room. The problem with night shift workers, they get off, 7 o'clock in the morning, the sun comes up, they'll go home, they're tired, they may lay on the couch, fall asleep, there's sun coming through the window, and so it's not really pitch black dark, and so you don't get that quality REM sleep that you really need. And so that is what's really required. When you go to sleep, it needs to be in a very dark room so that you're giving a cue to your body that you want to go into sleep mode.
All right, John, thank you very much. Good advice. That is John Duncan, CEO of ViaScan, a company that specializes in the early detection of heart disease.